Hi, welcome back. So we started discussing on Ansible automation with hands-on, with step-by-step. As part of this Cancer NGO initiative, thanks for your hand. Those who joined newly, please go to this channel homepage and click this button, join button, and give your hand. If you are going to be just learner, the first membership will get everything to you. If you're also willing to participate to help cancer children, so you can choose any of this option and invite your friends. We all grow together, learn together, and also parallelly we will support this cancer initiative, which I'm alone doing last 9 years. Let's go to Ansible today class. Before going to today class, please make sure you completed all 17 classes under Ansible playlist already available. So today we are going to discuss on Jinja 2 template. As I stated a couple of times, our GitHub ID is Cloud and Loud. For Ansible automation series, you can get it in Ansible_automation. For all the steps, you can find it here. Let's go inside. What is mean by Jinja 2, right? Jinja 2 is a template. Say for example, I have 1,000 servers, right? In my project, I have 1,000 servers, which I need to deploy a single file, configuration file. But if I copy the same configuration file to the server one, in this file, I need to change the server name, IP address, or some configuration file related to this machine. If I copy the same file to this machine, according to this machine, according to this OS, I have to change some parameters. Like this, 100 or 1,000 servers copying the same file according to the native machine characteristics, it's too difficult, even more challenge, right? So Jinja 2 will help us to achieve this in a easy way, right? All you need to do is first you need to create a Jinja 2 templates, right? So then using template module, Ansible is having template module, you deploy using template module, right? What is template, right? So the template is a file, a simple file. I also attached a couple of files. So in that file, you can name it as .j2. The extension should be .j2. But using template module, if you copy the .j2 from Ansible server to the server one, right? So using template module, right? Template module, copy the j2 file to any of the server. What it will happen is, while copying, it will fetch the variable value and replace it, and then it will be copied. So if I go and see, all values will be different in this server. Again, I open the same file in another machine, the values will be different according to that machine, right? So I'm going to clear this. And what is the use of it? So Ansible use Jinja 2 template, right, to accommodate the dynamic expression. So if you have multiple servers in each environment in your project, then you can easily manage all the servers, say all the configuration files, all the deployment wise, all the environment wise, everything. But all you need to do is you need to keep prepare the templates and make sure you have all the templates, right? And Jinja format. So Jinja is almost, it will support all common file formats, right? So you can even change the extension, but only thing is we need to customize it, which we will see it in the deep dive session, right? So all you need to have is in your lab, you need to have one Ansible server, minimum 2 clients, Ansible client 1, Ansible client 2, right? From the beginning, we are discussing this. So you need to have one server. This is a server. Manage node 1, that is a client 1. Manage node 2, that is a client 2, right? So from this, if I say Ansible space all space -list, I should see all the clients. then you can ping Ansible space all space -m space ping. You should get green color ping pong. That means your server able to reach to all the clients. Let's go ahead, come down. So I'm going to ping and make sure I have my environment is perfect. So if I say Ansible all -m ping, then I am getting the ping pong, right? I'm getting the ping pong. See here, node 1, node 2. So I have client 1, client 2. So 2 clients, both are able to reach via Ansible from Ansible server, right? So come down. So there is a file we need to create. So let's create a Jinja2 file. So I'm going to create this file. Go to my server, right? I'm going to create this file, and you can copy this content, right? So there is a variable, right? First we will see through some different variable before copy anything, right? In YAML file, we need to say set paste, but this is, I'm going to copy as it is. I'm going to save it. So we have saved, right? Now come to this. So say we saved this, right? So we need to create one YAML file. So let's name it as vim file.yaml, yet another markup language, right? So I'm going to copy this. So what is there inside this file? So before going to this, it is a YAML file to avoid content indenting issues. So say set paste, then insert mode and paste it, right? So what is there inside? So basically we are setting some values. So this is the variable and this is the value, right? And variable to be replaced, right? Hello world. And then copy module. First we will go with the copy module. We have Jinja2 file just now we created, and we are telling that connect each node, each client, right? And copy to under var, under temp, under as a file name called hello_world.txt. Let's see what happens using copy module. We need to understand what is going to happen, right? So Ansible -playbook, of course the command also is there. So Ansible -playbook file.yaml. So let's copy if you don't want to type it. So let's wait for it. So what will happen is, so there is some changes happen. So we need to look at the machines. What is the changes, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this command. What is there in this command? So I am executing command module to see what is there in this file. Under var, under temp, hello_world.txt, what is there? See here. So we are seeing the variable as it is, but what we want, instead of this variable, we need to see this value, right? So when we use copy module, it is just from copy module perspective, this is just a file. It is copying as this file, that's it, right? While copying, it's not trying to replace that value, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to do the same but with the different module. The scenario 1 and scenario 2 is the same, but the small difference is there is a copy module, but here template module, right? So go here and say I'm going to, instead of create the file, I'm going to change the template module. So go here, instead of copy module, say template module, and then I'm going to save it. Okay, I'm going to execute the playbook, Ansible playbook file.yaml. So now we will see what is happened in this file. See here. So now it got replaced. So when we use template module, this value getting replaced. But when we use copy module, it is trying to take this file and put it here. But using template module, The same file, it's getting picked up, and but while saving to other machine, while copying, it is replacing the variable value, and then it getting stored, right? So this is a major difference between copy and template module. So wherever you want just file copy, right, go with copy module. Wherever you want to replace with some configuration file according to that machine, then use the template module, right? And let's clear it, come down, right? So scenario 3, Jinja to file to collect entire server inventory. So basically you have 1,000 servers, right? You have many servers, but what I need is, I need to understand what are all this configuration. What is this configuration? What is the host name? What is the IP address? What is the OS? How much CPU? How much memory? How much this? Everything. So the same question I want answer from all the machines, right? So just imagine if I go and create some shell script. Previously we used to do it, so it's a really enormous effort, but Ansible is making your life is very easy. All you need to do is, before going to this exercise, if you have a chance, just try to learn some facts, Ansible facts. This class, right? This class will give you a good idea what is Ansible factors, and also this class and this class, right? So this both will give you a good access, right? So come back here. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to run Ansible node 1. I am set up. So you will get some fact output for that machine. So if you are fresher, if you don't know what is the fact variable, because of course each and every OS will be changed, right? So don't memorize it. Every time, whenever you go to any Ansible project, please execute this, and you can save this as a notepad. Say for example, if you are going to one project and you have a 20 Solaris servers, 20 Red Hat servers, 20 Ubuntu servers, that means choose one server from each OS, right? And run this output command and save this output for Ubuntu, save this output for Red Hat, save this output for CentOS. So whatever OS you have further, correct? So this will give you a good idea whenever you want to manage. Then while creating a conditions, you can take this and create a detailed playbook, right? So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to open up the other window also. So I'm going to open another SSH, right? So you also open two SSH window. Basically, I'm having Google Cloud to so I set up an Ansible lab in my Google Cloud. Let's wait for a few seconds. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to open up a notepad, right? How I prepared this, right? How I prepared this. Let's copy this and put it in a notepad. How I prepared this. Say for example, my name is, so machine is speaking, right? So I'm just giving you a good idea. So my name is, how do I get this, right? From this output, right? Ansible, go scroll little bit, Ansible node name. So from here I picked up and put it here, say to scrolly curly brackets, right? And say my IP address is curly brackets and Ansible. So what is my IP address? Go little bit above, just find out where is the output the IP address shows, right? Go above. So this is there is IP address. So what is there? Ansible underscore eth0, right? So Ansible underscore eth0 dot dot IPv4 dot address, right? This is how I prepared this entire paragraph. And my operating system is, so from where I taken Ansible underscore distribution. So come down, Ansible underscore distribution. So that is why I asked you to save this in Notepad so that it will be easy for you to find it. Ansible underscore distribution. So I think it will be above Ansible underscore distribution. See here, and Ansible underscore distribution version. What is the OS version? What is the family? And what is the major version, right? And go above. Even you can say what is the boot image, what is the kernel version, everything you can take it from here. What is the kernel version? So come down, see Ansible underscore kernel. So exactly this is what I have pasted here. So once you prepare this, copy this and create some Jinja 2. So go back to the step. What is the Jinja 2 file? Inventory. There is a typo mistake. So inventory dot j2, not underscore. Let me correct it. Inventory underscore j2. Come down. So inventory dot j2, not underscore. So I'm going to save it. Commit changes. So basically, we need to create a inventory.j2 file, and then we need to add this. So inventory.j2, I'm going to create this file in here, inventory.j2, and then whatever you prepared in the notepad from the output of factor output, copy this and say and paste it, right? So let's save this file, and then you create a YAML file playbook, right? What you are going to create a playbook. In this playbook, I'm going to say template module. Source is my inventory.j2. Here also you need to remove the underscore, right? And you need to copy this to all the machines to somewhere. So what I'm going to do is, while copy, so make sure, say for example, I have a 2 machines or 3 machines, right? Definitely in your production server, there will be a common mount point, say data or soft, right? So if I go to any server, this is my shared drive, shared mount point. So you need to give /soft, maybe some directory you created, say inventory /inventory. So then you give this. So what will happen is everything will be stored in one single folder. If I go after this playbook execution, if I go and see, if you have 100 servers, 100 files will be created on the host name, each and every file. While seeing the file itself, I'll know, okay, this inventory from which server, this inventory is from which server, like this. But as of now, we don't have any production setup. I'm just simulating that to make you comfort what is happening, right? So let's clear this. I'm going to copy this, right? So there is a small typo mistake. We will do it. Vim file.yaml. I'm going to clear this. Since it's a playbook, so I'm going to say set paste and then insert, and then there is a small typo mistake. I will anyway correct it after this class. Inventory. So let's save this file, right? So I'm going to say Ansible -playbook. If you want, you can also do this with the copy module. Of course, it will not happen. So first, what we will do is, instead of template module, we will do one thing. Instead of template module, we will go with copy module. See here, instead of template module, we will go with copy module, so that you will understand very clearly what is happening. So if I execute -playbook, Ansible -playbook, then file.yaml, then the file will be copied. but file will be copied as it is. See, the changes has been completed. But when I go to my node 1, say node 1, right? So I am going to /var/temp, right? ls-ltrh. So there is a file got created, node1_inventory, right? So if I have some shared drive I've given, all the files according to the host name, it will be listed down in the same folder, right? So I'm going to say, see, the file copied, but file copied as it is. We will also see in the node 2 also the same case. So var/temp/node2.inventory. So the file copied as it is, but I don't want as it is. I want to copy as what is there in that machine, right? Instead of manual work, I want to do it like this with the help of Ansible inventory feature. So template and remove the copy and then save it and then go for the playbook execution. Once you executed, now we will go and see node 1, the same file, right? Node1.inventory. See here, now the values got changed, right? So my name is node 1, my IP address is so and so, my operating system is CentOS, my operating system version is 7.9. I am belongs to Red Hat. I have one course, I have one processor, I am 64-bit architecture, my kernel version is so and so. Like this, you can play around n number of logic using this Jinja 2. So Jinja 2 is either you can create on your own Jinja 2, or you can take this facts and put it accordingly, right? So if I go to node 2, right, I'm going here. So I'm going for a node 2. So the same file, see here. So now my name is node 2. So using template module, the Jinja 2 will be replaced as it is, what is their value while copying from that machine, right? So let's go back to the step. So this is how you need to practice and confirm what exactly is happening, right? So stay tuned. We'll come up with more hands-on sessions. Thanks for your support. Thanks everyone.